Very good. I hope you like this. Try it out at home. And then as you make it over and over again, you're gonna be an expert at making your own teriyaki sauce. And I'm going to, there we go. And now, it looks good as is already, but I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce. I don't need to clean the pan, it's all right. I'm gonna add the sauce from the pan here. All right, waiting for it to heat up. You want it hot so that, you know, you're ready just to grill both sides. And then, ta-da! Ooh, flank steak. Cold. Ooh, nice and firm. Well, too bad. We're gonna be cutting it up, slicing it very nice and thin. And then we're gonna place in this bowl and we're gonna add my own homemade teriyaki sauce. And we're gonna let it sit for a bit and we're going to grill it. So that's my dinner for tonight. And keep in mind, if you like, you could use your own store-bought teriyaki sauce. I like Bachan sauce. Ooh, let me see, I think I have it. Bachan sauce. Yep, Japanese barbecue sauce. I do have that. I want to add a little bit more spunk to my sauce. Also, believe it or not, there's another sauce that I love. And you'll be surprised what it is. So hold on, let me go grab it real quick. All right, it's behind my back. And you'll never guess what it is because you would think, okay, maybe it's a Japanese brand like Bachan. Well, made by, you know, Asians, Japanese American. But Lawry's. Yep. Believe it or not, this is really, really good. You might need to dilute it a little bit, but the marinade is pretty close to the Japanese like teriyaki sauce. So yeah, you can add a little bit. Usually add a little bit of sugar, a little bit of just dilute it a little bit. So yeah, this is really good too. Let's get started. I like using flank steak because it's already, you know, tender. Right now it's kind of firm, so if you want to, what you can do is get a pounder and go pound, pound, pound. And all you want to do is pound, so pound, pound, pound. Is the smooth or the bumpy? Well, I'll use both. I want to pound it a little bit. Flank steak is usually very nice to cook real quick, just sear both sides, and it's going to be very tender. Boom, boom, boom. When I slice it, I want to think of it being like the most perfect bite size. So you can have a little bit of the rice, wrap your beef around it with your ohashi, and pop it in your mouth. So a perfect bite slice. To make room for my cutting board, I guess I could start putting it all in here. But you know, maybe I might want to hit it again, pound it. You're more than welcome to. Maybe I should have rolled this up a little better. So what I like about flank is sometimes they have kind of marbled because of the fat. It's just like embedded in it, and it's just so good to use as you cook. I'm gonna cut it nice, perfect. Plop it in there. All right. Now, since I'm using low sodium shoyu, I kind of want to make sure that I have added a little bit more salt, just because keep in mind, the flavor of low sodium, well, it's low sodium. So if you don't want it to, it's going to make it a little bit less flavor. So, you know. Now, if you want to mix your teriyaki sauce, all the ingredients in a separate bowl, you can, and then pour it on top, and that's totally fine. So I just added my shoyu. I'm going to add some sugar. I know my sound effects. I don't know why I do that. I'm gonna add my salt. And then I'm gonna add some sake. And remember, I don't know if you saw that clip of me, but I use any type of sake. Sake to me is sake when it comes to cooking. Of course, you don't want to use the nice filtered sake that's very expensive, but if that's the only thing you have in your fridge or in your cupboards, then even the less expensive ones are fine too, because it just adds a little punch. Ooh, that's gonna be punchy. I just put in a lot. That means I need to what? Add a little bit more shoyu, some more salt and sugar, just kind of balance it out. I usually don't worry about it if I end up kind of putting too much of one thing. I don't know why, I just feel like it's all right because it's all about balancing it, right? So I'm gonna put some garlic. And then that's just my Bachan sauce, just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and slice some ginger. Sorry, I didn't prep that in advance. Well, let's do that right now. Move this over. Go ahead and slice some ginger. Sorry, I didn't prep that in advance. Well, let's do that right now. Move this over. And usually, let's see if I add this amount. I like it kind of gingery, so let's just use this little nut. And then I'll just use this knife. It's all gonna be what? Mixed up anyways. I'm just gonna go ahead and slice this off. I'm not an expert at cutting ginger, but I do know that we'll use the back of a spoon, I guess. I'm just gonna slice it. No, I never went to culinary school or anything like that. My school is my mom. That's what I learned. And she kind of did teach me all that. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice it. I know, it's kind of interesting because even as I cut, I don't know if you noticed, but I put my index finger right on my knife here. My dad used to tell me, that's not how you hold your knife. Don't hold your knife like that. Why not? He holds his knife like this. He holds the other food like this, and he said, because if you hold it like this, you have more of a firm grip, and you can put more strength into your cutting, and you control it better. That's me right here. I like putting my finger there. For me, it's more control. Maybe because my dad is strong, and so he was able to cook like this, but I just can't. I need to have my index finger. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slice it. And, ooh, maybe I put too much ginger on. It's okay. Maybe I'll save it and put it in my coffee. Call me crazy, but I like ginger. I actually buy ginger powder and I stick it in there. Oh my God, it's so good. Ginger powder or fresh ginger in your coffee. Adds a little kick to it. And I do have extra, so let's see. Maybe I'll put it in my green beans. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice. Mix that together. I used to love cutting green onions and so forth, and my dad used to be so happy about that because we, always ate kind of late because my parents worked late. So if I helped them, they loved it. And one thing I loved doing was cutting veggies. I used to love hearing the sound of, and I used to try to do it as fast as I can. All right, obviously it's not enough shoyu. So I'm gonna add my shoyu because I do remember I added what? A lot of sake. Whew. Hopefully it doesn't make us tipsy. Just kidding. All right, so I add a little bit of water to it too. My hand. Just gonna mix it all together. It smells good. I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit. Squishy, squish, squish. Ooh, it looks good. In my opinion, I might need a little bit more sugar because of the sake. Flavor is just so strong right now with the ginger. Add more sugar. I do love the sugar. It's so pretty. It looks like little crystals. Can you see? Like I said, is Japanese food healthy? All depends on how much sugar you put in too. It does require a lot of sugar just because of the sauce. But, All right, I'm gonna mix it all together and I'm gonna let it sit for a bit and then I'm gonna stir fry it. I did say grill, but let's see. I guess I could try to grill it too. Things change when you cook. Okay, and my veggie will be snap peas. I love snap peas. I'm just gonna saute it with sesame seed oil, shoyu, a little bit of mirin, and now ginger, salt too. All right, I'm gonna let this sit, and then that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking the whole scene. So what I'm doing right now is just mixing it. I let it sit for a bit, but it's always good to stir it so that you could get the sauce all over it. All right, so now I have already let my beef sit in my own teriyaki sauce, and you can see that there is less sauce and that's what we want. Now, of course, there are a lot of questions like, hey, if you cook it on a pan and it already has sugar in the sauce and everything, wouldn't it just burn? It can, so you have to be very careful. And so I'm getting ready for that. That's why sometimes it's always good to grill and then add more sauce as you're grilling, like on a barbecue grill. But in this case, I'm just using my own little grill here with little ridges on it. And most likely, I know I'm gonna end up stirring and everything, so grill marks are not gonna hold, but that's okay. All right, and I do have my snap peas ready to go here, plus my ginger. Ooh, this is kind of scaring me here. I should have another hair tie for my other sleeve, but it's okay. All right, waiting for it to heat up. You want it hot so that, you know, you're ready just to grill both sides and then plate it. You want it really hot so that it kind of just cooks one side. Keep in mind I'm using flank, so it doesn't really have to cook thoroughly. I also like my meat medium rare, so I'm probably just gonna put it on real quickly and take it off. In the meantime, I'm also going to turn on my back burner so I can start sauteing my snap peas. Ooh, it smells good. I think I need an apron for this. Hopefully it will not get on my robe, my Japanese kimono style robe. But if it does, I guess I'll just have to wash it. It's fine. All right. I'm shielding myself from this bowl, using this bowl. Now, if you cannot watch both burners, I highly suggest just doing one at a time. Ooh, yes, there we go. That looks delicious. Smells delicious, should I say? Well, it looks delicious too. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take up all of it. See, I only have a little bit left. That's it. So all I'm doing is flipping over the sides of the beef to the other side. I see that it's being cooked. Put, ooh, sizzle, sizzle. All right, mix that up a little bit. Oh, I thought I had another hair tie. Okay, I have to be very careful. It'll be so cute if I have a hair tie and like wrap it up. I do have one. Yes, it doesn't look as pleasant, but I guarantee to you it's tasty. There's some beef stuck in my teeth. Feeling I might need to add a little bit more salt just because the snap peas, it's very thick. So to absorb the sauce, it's not really absorbing the sauce, right? So we want to make sure it's kind of salty on the outside. So when you do bite and eat one, it's good flavor. All right, I'm going to move this over and I'm going to, there we go. And now, it looks good as is already, but I'm going to go ahead and add the sauce. I don't need to clean the pan, it's all right. Okay. I'm gonna add the sauce from the pan here. I know it looks crazy, but don't worry, I'm doing it over the sink. I'm going to let it simmer a little bit. It's very sweet, I love it. And all I'm going to do now is kind of let it get thickened on its own by letting it slowly evaporate into a nice thick sauce. Okay, as I'm waiting, it's fine. If you would like to add some cornstarch mixed with water and pour it in to make it thick, you can, or you could just wait until it thickens on its own. Now, if it doesn't get to that thickness, then of course add that cornstarch mixed with water. And sometimes you might need to, because as it's becoming thicker, it might get a little bit more salty because the water in it is becoming what is being evaporated. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. And you could tell that it's a little bit, has a strong flavor, and the meat is marinated. It's very nice. It has a great shoyu sweetness flavor to it. By adding this, it will add a little bit more spunk. Punch, spunk, whatever you want to call it. Just like that. And voila. See if I could get some of that ginger on there. So what I have now, yes, get a bowl of rice and just get your ohashi and just eat away. Yummy, yummy. Crunchy. I know I shouldn't be using my fingers. Let me see. And then dip it a little bit. Very good. I hope you like this. Try it out at home. And then as you make it over and over again, you're gonna be an expert at making your own teriyaki sauce. Japanese with beef, perfect duo.